Unbelievable.
What, Viviana?
Hi, Cameron. Hi, Jacob. I was reading that the government wanted to blow up the moon.
They can't do that, can they?
It says here that during the Cold War, the United States wanted to hit the moon with nuclear weapons. The project was secret and only known as a study of lunar research flights, or Project A-119.
Isn't it ridiculous? I've seen documentaries and read books all about it.
Hey guys, are you guys talking about the Cold War and A119?
Yeah. What's going on? What's going through the U.S. government's minds?
Apparently the hope was that the Soviet Union would be terrified by the nuclear blast, which may have been visible from the Earth.
Luckily, the idea was abandoned for the safety of the Earth and all the people on it, and for publicity.
Instead of blowing up the moon, eventually the U.S. decided to land a man peacefully on the moon in the name of all mankind, which seemed to be more sensible.
Well, obviously it was more sensible.
We have learned very interesting things about the moon.
For instance, did you know the moon actually has quakes?
These moonquakes are caused by the gravitational pull of Earth.
Astronauts used seismographs on their visits to the moon and found small quakes occurring several kilometers beneath the surface, causing ruptures and cracks.
Scientists think the moon has a molten core just like Earth.
We have learned that the dark spots on the moon that are visible without a telescope are called mera, Latin for seas.
These dark spots are called mera because water is in the craters.
Did you know that the moon is actually 4.5 billion years old?
We believe that we should go back to the moon for 3 reasons.
First reason we should return to the moon is because we could use it as a refueling station and a launch port.
We could use the station for future missions to space.
If we could launch spacecrafts from the moon, we wouldn't have to wait so long for ships to get to Mars or any other place in our galaxy or solar system to explore.
The moon has 1/6 the gravity of the Earth, which would reduce the amount of fuel needed to reach other destinations in the solar system. Fuel for this launch port could come from water.
Also, having a station for rockets on the moon would reduce the cost of launching them since they wouldn't need so much fuel as it would on Earth.
The second reason for returning to the moon is The third reason is for resources.
Like we said before, there is water in the craters on the moon.
If we can get that water, then we could use it for our fuel.
There's also solar and nuclear power sources on the moon.
We could use solar panels to use the solar energy coming from the sun.
There is evidence on the moon that hydrogen-3 is available.
We can get that hydrogen-3.
Then we can process it into nuclear energy.
Instead of blowing up the moon, it could be used for the benefit of all mankind.